Hey, everybody, it's...
Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, we're set for... A good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and our home team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tom Brady heading out, the recent birthday boy, though I guess we really can't call him a boy anymore.
but he does continue to play football with boyish enthusiasm.
There you go. Well said. He turned 42, though, back on August 2nd. Charles, you probably got some pretty good birthday gifts over the years, ties, cufflinks. Well, if you're Tom Brady, it's a little better. How about this for a birthday gift? 2-year contract extension on August 4th worth $70 million.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good birthday gift.
Not bad.
And for him, well earned. And for New England, an absolute bargain getting him at $70 million. Remember, he said a couple years ago he wanted to play till he was 45 years old. We've seen no drop-off in his play. Won another Super Bowl last year. Yeah, I'd say he's well worth that investment.
Also, Charles, he and his wife recently listed their house for a cool $39 million if you're in the market.
Yeah, the best part is he told the fans, don't read anything into it because obviously they live in the area where the Patriots play. And everybody's like, they're selling the house. What that mean for Tom Brady? He's like, I'm selling the house. That's it. Don't worry about it.
Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 50 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Here we go.
You always worry about the plant foot in the
Touchdown.
snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now.
Yeah, see on the Xbox it
send this one away.
I have to use it. I can't plug in the thing.
This one taken just inside the 10.
What happened there, Carl?
Past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he breaks through another tackle. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing his line, rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Here's Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision
what happened
to
there,
go
Carl?
for it. Doesn't pan out.
What happened?
And it'll be a turnover on down.
What happened, Tammy?
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way.
What are you doing?
I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And down inside
you got it snowing, so you're trying to make me get hurt. I see
That'll
what
be
you're
a New
doing
England
there.
first down and gain of 12. Brady now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's got daylight. 30.
You got it.
10.
You got it.
He will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw.
You know, it's 6 to make 14-0 until you pop that.
And take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champs ready for their next possession. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw is Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Linebacker Anthony Walker's a fun guy to talk about. A 5th-round pick in 2017 out of Northwestern. A terrific run stopper, excellent tackler, makes a lot of plays in the backfield for losses, and has emerged as one of the team leaders on defense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
You said you do work tomorrow?
Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I guess we're just meeting up with your brother again.
Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because
okay,
that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense no matter what they do. They feel like they can't stop him.
Yeah.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
And that's when he's got to be happy to have
back.
There wasn't a whole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Yeah, if they don't watch it right now, they watch it later.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But no, you want to do arcade tomorrow?
One thing you're hoping for when
you
run
I wouldn't
routes,
know.
you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got a guard against being tentative from this point forward. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws.
No.
I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete on the right side.
You said what?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Long. And he's got Rodgers. Well, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Locke. And his throw here's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Toss play, it's Mack. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's where I didn't get the laptop because he went straight to work. He's bringing it over when he gets off.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick.
Well, you got to hold on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken.
1 second. What? What am I bringing you to sleep? Here, baby. Sorry.
Successfully. Andrew Luck and the rest of the Colts offense ready to take over. His opening drive looked good for a while there last time out, was moving the ball down the field, but then the interception, and they ran it back to the house.
Let's face it, it's a game of human beings, isn't it? Mistakes will happen, and as you noted, he was playing so well on this drive. I don't know if there was a miscommunication between him and his intended receiver. Did they run the wrong route? Anything could have possibly gone wrong there. He'll just have to shake it off and keep firing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Luck now to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 35 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now running right through. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to regain the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
that's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
No, have it on timer.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
I'll never use that to...
This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Luck defers to Mack. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriots ready to go on their next drive, and it'll be another interesting season for the Super Bowl champs. You look at the pass catching for this offense, Charles. It's a unit somewhat in flux, but there are signs of optimism coming out of Patriots camp.
Yeah, just think about it. You mentioned in flux, right? Okay, that means no Gronk. Josh Gordon not available, although they should never have expected that to really be a possibility this year. But they did spend a #1 pick on wide receiver N'Keal Harry out of Arizona State. They love his range and his catch radius. But how about this guy who's been turning some heads in camp? A rookie out of NC State, undrafted even though he was high on a lot of people's lists. Jacoby Myers, another big body, strong receiver who's been making plays for Tom Brady.
Yeah, he announced his presence in a big way preseason game #1 with 2 touchdown catches. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. What a first half he's putting together. He's over 200 yards receiving already, and he has a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray 1st, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skill players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up.
What? Bullshit.
His guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I don't care what the score. Board says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we got a lot of turnovers. On 1st down, they'll start out with Matt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Did you want one of these?
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And all the way down to the 42. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Luck. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school club. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
How you feel?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Locke. He finds an opening past the 40. And the catch made by Hilton. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Hines. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We got ball first quarter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Luck. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What? You think so?
Again, Luck. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
You just claim suck. It's Colts. Colts suck. Sorry. I'm sorry to tell you, they suck.
They have taken the lead.
Sorry.
Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time.
There's still 2 minutes on the clock. Yeah, they ain't gonna get a touchdown?
Not at all.
You
This
don't
guy can
think
make plays,
I'm
and
not
that's
going to get a
exactly what he
touchdown?
just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So the drive
Watch
winds
this,
up
watch
going
this.
75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They got an interception earlier. You thought that
Now
really
comes the
pissed
New
me
England
off.
offense to see what they can
2
do
actually.
this time.
2.
They came out not so
2.
hot
He's
in the first
unstoppable
quarter. They
now.
were sputtering a little bit.
He's
But
unstoppable.
they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the
Hopefully one of them big
repetition.
bags of chicken
Sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat. But if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? A reminder coming up at halftime while the 2 of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Cook. Oh, he can't get
maybe
away.
not.
Brady will go down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces forward. That's coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker.
You're on
and
7,
now, boy,
right?
the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that.
searching.
Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff was screaming at their defense, if you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
200-yarder. Not one, but
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds.
There he goes, Julian Edelman, 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And he's got it for the two-point conversion.
Say what?
So they tack on a pair more here to narrow
the
the deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. They'll have the first down past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown.
If I would have stopped you right there, the clock would have been over.
First half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
I'm ready when you are.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, thanks, bro. I texted you heat. I didn't get it. H-E-T-E. I didn't get it. Wait, oh yeah. Let me see the setup. Let me see the setup real quick. Oh. What's going on, man? Hey. How you doing? Good. I'm Malachi. Nice to meet you.
Got them too. The Logitech, I think they're like.
Are they actually like good?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That sounds great.
That's good. Hey, I was thinking about getting. Razer came out with speakers, like not too long ago, and they have RGB. Comes with 2 of them, and they look kind of. They kind of look like the microphones that have like the stands, and they come out this way. But apparently they're really nice. They're like $150.
They were brand new.
There's a Logitech set that I saw at Walmart. It was $40. It came with like a big speaker and 2 small speakers or something like that, and they look pretty crisp.
There was a woman on Let Go. Her son streaming live. He does gaming. She gave me his gaming profiles, but she bought them for him, and he didn't want them for some reason because his monitor has speakers on the monitor.
And they were better or something.
No, it's the monitor he had speakers on it, like on the bottom. So,
oh, that's cool.
So she was like, didn't want them, so I was like, shoot off for like $10, and she said okay.
Well, that's pretty cool. I remember you telling me you got them for $10.
So I mean, they sound great. Like they're like really loud. Like I don't hear the echo or nothing because I hooked up to the laptop. Mm-hmm. So it's way better.
That's cool.
That's actually louder than my soundbar.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where's your soundbar?
It's down there. That's
wow, that thing's huge.
Just says. No, hers, no. She's got a 400 watt one.
Hold on, wait a second. That's why I was going to get stolen if I do something about it.
What did she say?
I got it.
Do it. Yeah, you ready for this? How was work?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Luck. That's complete to Marlon Mack. He's at the 30, the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, 61 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
I told them that
people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast.
Now, you know that one. That one has like
no matter what, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though?
First quarter was
find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady over the middle. Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Brady, and that's caught. It's Edelman again.
Let's switch on the other PlayStation. But I can't do it on Twitch on here.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one. Especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
Can't stay with As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown.
Yeah, they did that. Ninja didn't do that.
Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
It's not an accident. That doesn't.
And that, boys and girls, is
it
an
just
NFL
happened
record.
out of the blue.
Okay, you have
touchdown reception. The record has stood since
I had to update the rules on
a
Twitch
game.
earlier.
How about
And
that?
I'm still
Because
reading on it
so
on the
many
computer.
things have to go
Everything
right in
I
order
gotta
for it
do.
to happen.
You have to
Not
have
just him catching the
500
passes,
hours.
someone delivering it accurately.
500 hours. You have to,
offensive line giving
like,
them time to throw the ball.
a live
true
stream
team record, but he stands above it because he was on the
your
receiving
contract
end
with him.
of so many great plays.
Like, you have to.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see
have
what they
7
can do
days.
here. They
You
were
have
able
to
to
be
extend their
active
lead
at
with an
least
opening
1
drive
hour
touchdown here in the 3rd
during
quarter, but
7
that just
days.
got matched a moment ago.
You
So we
have.
know that what they discussed at the
That ain't
half
that bad,
worked.
Obviously, you're going to be
Now,
active
what are
like
the
every
counters
day.
to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do.
There he goes, left side. 30. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Money until tomorrow.
Marlon Mack, 75 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Oh, you get paid tonight?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT.
7:45 a.m.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
I know, it's early in the morning. So,
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna cancel and back out of my
Julian
contract
Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter that they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
It's
Brady,
you're basically on
perfect
the
since the second half started.
you're
7-7.
a monster, whatever system you're on.
Throw over the middle, take it in. And they're going to have this across
on.
midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup
No,
there,
it ain't a full
26
thumbs off.
yards.
It's a full-time job.
I've got to make sure
plus
that I don't take
overtime,
Tom
plus
Brady's greatness for
time
granted.
and a half
I mean,
of
make it
overtime.
routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one
Okay,
area
it's
where
plus
he
your
honed his
80
stride.
hours,
He was a
okay?
and he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Darius Leonard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you want to be aggressive out near midfield. You feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're on the bench right now feeling great.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley of the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's right to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense, but if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a big player.
Fresh legs is what you're counting out with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch around the ball a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get him. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Patriots get a score closer. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
It doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I seen that record.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
What's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the
When we
ball in
went
his
up there,
hands and
we
then
went to
return
the
to the running
Bronco,
game?
it was easy.
Or do you have that supreme
It was
confidence
hot
that he's going to
though.
turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Staying
Hotter,
on the ground with
hotter
it.
than devil's breakfast.
And this Patriot
He's sitting
defense
out
up to
the
the
car to get
challenge
the ball.
once more as they again stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know my grade school teacher never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Yeah, hang out with
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot $1st down.
$20.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
When I broke the Turtle Beach.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
That's why I got that. I pre-ordered that up, that new one.
As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Some of my loose stuff.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
No, I want to replay. I want to play Star Wars, Battlefield 2 again.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken short.
When he's not here, I do.
And another tackle broken.
I do.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Football.
Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really, the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, he's got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
We'll see if they continue with the recipe of the ground game. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
It's
the
so
Colts. They've
too.
got
I like
control of the
that
football. They
one.
also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now this one
Chrono
complete
Scorcho.
downfield on the left side.
I beat it on
Across
Xbox.
midfield down to the 45.
Yeah.
23 yards to pick up there.
Yeah,
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to go deep for Funchess, and it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
So I went to Red Box. Field 2. Okay.
3rd and long. It's long.
I went to Red Box.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got a
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
they hit
Now, I'm
my
guessing
car
you'd
for
say this is kind of the
$15.
key here.
So I paid
Grind out
$15
some
for it.
yardage, work on that clock,
so I
see
put
if
it
you can
today.
continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do that to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver.
So
that's probably one he wishes he had back.
Hold on. So this is what I bought. Okay, so the deluxe. This is what I pre-ordered. This is my game. So I went to Redbox and I rented one. Okay. To GameStop and sold it to GameStop. And that's how.
What logic does that make?
He wishes
now
it had been 7-on-7
they
in
$15
practice,
for the game.
or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes. What 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
No,
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
People do go back to my YouTube and watch myself.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They go play action here on 1st down. And got his man complete. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 42 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And he finds Edelman again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Wait, 20. Check 55. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again.
I'm going to hit you.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady now to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Andrew Luck and the rest of the Colts offense ready to take over. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. Then we get some twists and turns. Stay tuned. He's got him in. Complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Here's Luck.
I think we can safely say.
And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, is seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, 35 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. Got that fumble recovery last time when it looked like they might give up points. It actually ended up yielding points for them on the offensive end.
It's a pretty good swing, isn't it? Maybe you're going to give up a touchdown and you score a touchdown. Great swing, great momentum changer for your team.
And they'll be looking to build off that momentum on this drive. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Locke. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Locke.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 13 yards out, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.